what you want. Sissy on the block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna.
Okay guys, I'm going to give y'all 5 steps of how to beat the off-ball CPU defense in my team and playing it online. And not only that, make sure y'all go crazy with the like button. Alright, step number 1, pick and roll. I'm gonna tell you why, because a lot of guys like to off-ball with their centers. So what you gotta do is use screens at all time with somebody using the CPU defense on you. Alright, so this guy is off-balling with a center. So what I did was I call a pick and roll. So in this situation, what you do is you go for a difficult shot, because it's really hard to contest that as a CPU. So make sure you do a difficult shot at all times, especially guys like Michael Jordan, Kobe, you got Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, Stephen Curry, and Dame Dollar, and John Morant. So make sure you abuse the CPU defense, because people like to sit in the paint. Okay, next is a pick and roll with the jazz step. A jazz step is very important on the pick and roll situation if you're dealing with an off-ball defender, because especially on my team, because they got Hall of Fame quick first steps, so it should be very easy to beat that. But on playing online, you gotta choose certain players to do that, because most of the time they got gold quick first steps, silver, and bronze. A lot of people don't know is that when you do a jazz step, you're able to speed boost off the screen along with the jazz step. Step number 2 is backdoor cuts. Backdoor cuts in this game is very effective, especially guys like the off ball with their center, power forward, small forward, shooting guard, point guard. It doesn't matter. They do not want to guard you, period. So if you don't know how to do a backdoor cut, on the PS5, you press L1 and then you select the icon who you want to cut, and you go to cut to the basket. And same thing with the Xbox, you press LB and then you select the icon and you choose cut to the basket. When you play a game, make sure you pay close attention with guys that like the off ball with their point guards and center, because they refuse to guard you. So when you see that, make sure you hit them with the backdoor cut at all times. This is another clip of the backdoor cut, and this time I did it with LeBron James. You see the guy is off balling with Kevin Durant. He was not paying attention and he got caught off guard. So make sure you use that all the time with guys like the off ball. Step number 3, you gotta run plays. It's very important, because I know a lot of people don't like to run plays, but you see a guy off balling too much, you gotta run plays too if you want to. The play I'm using is called the Fist 92 side. It's basically a double screen for the arc, and it's from the 13 Heat playbook. Especially in my team, it's very effective. But on playing online, make sure everybody can shoot, so that way you can expose the off baller or the CPU defense. Next, I'm using the quick 4 horn, and that play been there for years. I think since 2K18. It's not effective like it used to, but once in a while it might be effective, but you gotta learn how to shoot, able to make that work. If you don't know how to shoot, you're in trouble. The next play is the quick 12 flare. It's from the Wizards playbook. It's almost similar to the quick 4 horn, but the difference is that you got more space in the corner. In this situation, you see this guy off balling with a center or a small forward. Now, 2 things you could do. You could drop all the way to the paint, or you could kick it out to your shooter. Now I'm gonna show y'all another one of the quick 12 flare, but this time I kick it to my open shooter, because everybody collapses on John Morant, because he's so much of a threat. So if you see that, make sure you kick it out to your shooter. Step number 4, you gotta use the 5-out offense. To able to do a 5-out offense, you gotta go to freelancers, you gotta go to the Clippers, Nuggets, or the Bucks freelancers. Or what you do is you go to the Bucks playbook and you do ISO 5-out. Using the 5-out situation is very effective, especially in playing online where everybody know how to shoot. It's very dangerous. So if you catch a guy off balling against you, make sure you use that. Especially on my team, it's very effective because everybody can shoot. They big man, they small forwards, it does not matter. Everybody had at least a 95 3 ball, so it's very easy to expose it. Especially on playing online, it takes skill to expose it, but you have certain teams. Not all teams could do that. Most of the time, when you ISO too much, the opponent decides to off ball you most of the time, so look out for that. They're not gonna guard you every time. So say you beat the CPU defense, pay attention to your off baller, because they like to bait you in the corner. So they want you to drive or pass the ball. So you gotta pick and choose what you want to do. Go all the way to the paint, or you kick it to the corner. But be careful with the defense, because he like to off ball and bait you. So watch out for that. As you see, I drive all the way to the paint and I got the N1. Step number 5, you gotta have IQ. You see this guy is off ball with a point guard. Make sure you pay attention to that. You kick it to the corner, or depends where your player is at. You just kick it to an open man and you shoot it. The one thing you have to understand is that once you practice your IQ, You could beat anybody in this game. It doesn't matter if it's Mind Team or playing online, current gen, next gen. You could beat anybody. The things that you have to understand is that not everybody is good at off-balling, and some people are great at off-balling. And then you got another person that's very annoying off-balling. And sometimes I hear stories that even though the guy is trash and he off-balls, they say lose to that guy. So this is the perfect video that I can show you how to beat it so you will have no problem. So if you want to practice these things, make sure you go to 2KU and go to scrimmage and do that with any team. Let me know in the comment section if this video is helpful or not.